Go to the Structural tab. From the Columns drop-down menu, select Concrete Pier. From the Catalog Type menu, select Example Spread Footing. If you're using the training template for creating the current training dataset, you should have the spread footing built in. In the section name field, define section rectangular 60 by 60. Now in the Placement tab, select the middle center point for placement. Make sure all the offsets are 0. We will use length at N2 as placement point. Remember the difference between length at N1 and length at N2. The N1 is for placing the vertical element from the bottom point, while the N2 is for placing the vertical element from the top point. Define the length of the footing, which is representing in this case the depth of our spread footing. Make it equal to 1 and select length at N2. Now you can snap to the bottom of the columns and the footing will be placed automatically on the right plane. This is because we have here the ACS locks on, which is locking our placement to the ACS plane which we have selected here. Now continue placing the footing for the rest of the columns. Notice no matter where I select, it automatically places the footing on the right plane, even if I select the middle of the column, and this is because we have the auxiliary coordinates defined. Now I'm going to stretch the column to sit on the top of the footing. First, to make it easier, let's hide the slabs. Go to Level Display and then deselect the S-slab. Now go ahead and rotate the view to From View. I'm going to use the stretch tools to stretch the columns by 5 feet. You can access the stretch tools from the common tools under this drop-down list, the last one in the list, or you can always search for it in the search ribbon. However, the stretch tool wouldn't work as it is now because this file is a reference file, so it's not active in the model. So before doing so, you'd need to activate the reference file. You have two options actually, either to open the file and modify it there, or you can modify it in place by activating the reference file. So let me go with the second option. I'll go ahead and get out of the stretch tool, select one of the elements in the reference file, and then long right click and then select activate. Now the reference file is active and I can modify it in place. I'll go back and select the stretch tool. Now using 2 points, define a rectangular around the bottom edge of the column and then select any point on the screen. Then go down and type 5 on your keyboard, 5 feet, then left click. As shown, this stretches the column by 5 feet and it will sit on the top of the footing.